ఓకే. సో ఈ రోజు వచ్చేసప్పటికి వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ టాస్క్. ఓకే, స్ట్రీమ్ వచ్చి మనం రేపు డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. సో వాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ మీన్ బై టాస్క్ అంటే ఇట్స్ లైక్ అవర్ కంట్రోల్ ఆర్ అవర్ వీటోన్ ఆర్ అవర్ ఎయిర్ ఫ్లో. ఓకే, ఇట్స్ ఎ షెడ్యూలర్. ఓకే, సో టాస్క్ ఆర్ స్నోఫ్లేక్ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ ఆఫ్ జాబ్ షెడ్యూలింగ్ విచ్ వీ క్యాన్ రన్ డిఎంఎల్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ like insert, update, delete, and DDS statements like insert, these things, merge all those things and select query as well. Okay, so it's like our scheduler in the real time. So yeah, we already have experience. Most of your people are experienced people. So you already worked either on Control M or this IBM Twilio software, VTON like that. Okay, so it's similar to this scheduler only. Okay, task eliminates that needs to manually run SQL statements, improving productivity and reducing dependency on the external schedules like Airflow Control under Twilio. Okay, so in this task, I can schedule with the help by using time. Okay, I can schedule based on the time, like 1 minute, 2 minute, or like that, or I can use con job or con timing. Okay, so either I can go with this normal timing, or I can go with this conscript. Most of the type we mostly use this conscript. Okay, so okay, so here we call this as a DAX. Okay, we can create multiple tasks and dependency between them to control the order of task execution. Creating partner and child relation, we call it as a DAG. So if we are creating relation between two tasks, that then we call this as a DAG. So the limitations in most of the times in the real time will not use this task. Why? Because we cannot trigger the external applications. Okay, that is the main drawback. Task cannot be dependent with external systems. Task can have maximum one select statement. We can execute only one statement associated with it. Task can run from maximum of 60 minutes, after which it will be aborted. So if the task is going if the task is executing beyond 60 minutes, it automatically terminated. Okay, a DAG, which is a tree of tasks, can have maximum of 10,000 tasks, including the root task. Okay, a task can maximum of 100 child tasks and 100 parent tasks. So task features, when a task is created, it's inactive by default. You can enable the task by using alter command. You can disable or suspend task by using alter task suspend. Okay, so can be created with or without warehouse. And Snowflake uses medium warehouse as a default. Provide optional parameters, use task this. Okay, so overall, we use this task for scheduling purpose. Okay, so in the task we can schedule by using normal timing, like 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 30 minutes, or 1 hour like that, or I can use conscript. Okay, what is this conscript? So most of the schedulers tools nowadays they started using this conscript. So it's a different story. Okay, we don't require that. Okay, what I suggest. So whatever the time you want to schedule, just go to the chat GPT. I want con time. I want to run the job at midnight 11. Help me with the conscript. So here it is. So it's this one. So if I paste it here, so this job will execute at exactly at 11 o'clock. Okay. Let me add more instruction. I want the job execute every day except Friday. So this is the script. Okay, at 11 every day of week from Sunday through Thursday and Saturday. So this is the script. So yeah, that's it. That's it about this conscript. Any doubts related to this conscript?
But in real time, there should be a platform where you run the jobs, right? Cron jobs, right?
Yeah, mostly we use control M, right? In the real-time scenario, most of the companies may use control M or this VTone, or we have a number of schedulers in the market. So
Mm-hmm.
mostly we use those schedulers only. So every database by default, it has its own schedulers. Okay, but we'll not use it because those schedulers we cannot trigger the other applications. See, we'll get a data from some Python application. So we cannot trigger Python jobs in the Snowflake or in PostgreSQL, right? That is the reason we avoid using these schedulers.
Okay. So, suppose you are using Control M for I don't know, maybe I've not used. So, if you are using Control M, how you have to use any connector script or a connector, anything
Yeah,
to or
previously we used the shell script or Python script to connect with the applications. So now
okay,
nowadays Control-M is coming up with the control like the connectors. Like the I don't know about other application. So recently I have seen this a recent update in the Control-M. It has direct connectors to connect with the Snowflake. So rather than shell script or
okay,
Python script.
okay. And in Snowflake's UI, what you have to do for this?
Yeah, I'll show that. I'll show that.
Okay, okay, you will show.
Yeah, we configured the cron job on a Linux server as a scheduler.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Linux server also. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, we don't, I mean, we are not using control M or,
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. From the Linux run command, you also can run from there, right? So okay,
yeah,
okay. So means like you would have a in server, you would have a particular file folder where you have a you start initiating, and then you should have a script to run the
yeah,
scheduler, right? Yeah, job,
yeah,
cron jobs. Yeah, I've used cron jobs, but I usually it was written in PLSQL, like PLSQL format. So once the script is ready, then there is we used to run on the platform. I forgot. It connect to once the job runs, we can see job where exactly running and how much time is taken, and then it generate the files and put it into FileZilla server path, so that the other team can access that files end of the day or maybe next day in the morning, like that.
Yeah, I'm logging into my Snowflake account.
Mhm. Sorry, I'm asking because you do daily, right? We have not done anything. I just want to get the idea where exactly someone asks the flow. Then we would able to say, okay, yeah, you write a script, either SQL or PLSQL and put it, or maybe Python. Then use scheduler control M to connect the Snowflake and then run the jobs based on the time that I can explain. That's the reason
Yeah.
I'm
So
clarifying.
actually nowadays most of the schedulers are coming with the connectors.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So we don't need any shell script or Python scripting. Previously, we used to write those scripting code for building connectivity, but
Yeah.
nowadays we have inbuilt connectors. For the Airflow, I have seen the connectors, Snowflake connectors.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So create or replace task.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm creating some test task as of now. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
by default, I'm using this warehouse, compute warehouse. If we want, we can change this. Okay. Either you can use conscript or you can use this one, what we called the schedule. Okay. So if you
Mm-hmm.
schedule this, let me go initial, I'll go with the schedule. Okay. So this schedule, I want to execute this job every 1 minute. Okay. So let me execute this. I think it will throw the error. Yeah. So spelling mistake.
No.
Okay. Okay, that's it. Let me create this task. Okay. So whenever I have created the task, by default, this task will in inactive mode, which means it will not run. Okay. What I need to do, I need to what we call the need to activate this job by using command this one. Alter task resume. Let me resume this task. Alter task, test task. Same, correct only. So by default, it is inactive. Okay. So let me show you. Duplicate. Go to catalog. Okay. So I have created this task in B49 DWH database. Let me go to B49 schema, DWH. If you go to the tables, sorry, task. Okay, you can see that task, it's in suspend mode. By default, whenever I create the task, okay, it will be in suspend mode. Okay, this is the job. Okay, so there are no execution history because I didn't started it. Now let me resume this task. Okay, let me refresh. Takes time. It takes time. Okay, so now this was started. You can see that job has started. So schedule every 1 minute, created 2 minutes ago, right? So we need to wait for 1 minute. So to see how many times how the job got executed. Let it be. Okay, you got it right. So like that, I can schedule the job every 1 minute like that. If I want to schedule it every day with some conditional, then definitely I need to use conscript. Okay, I need to use conscript. Okay, so this is how I'll create the conscript. Okay, so let me create a test task 2. Okay, let me execute this. Let me go back to this task. Let me refresh. You can see there are two tasks. One is started, one is in suspend mode. Okay, if I go here inside this, so schedule at 2 a.m. UTC 5:30. Okay, next let me go to graph. So you can find this when it was created and if there is any root task like that. And then this is run history. As it's in suspend mode, nothing will happen. Okay, coming back to run history, it's already 1 minute, right? Let me refresh. Okay, you can see this job was completed. This job was completed. So it will continuously execute here. Okay, it will continuously execute for every 1 minute. Remember, if you don't stop this task, so it will keep on running this warehouse, this compute warehouse. Okay, your whole credits will get consumed if you are not stopping the task. Okay, if it is still continuing, your whole credits will get consumed. Clear? Any doubts? Okay, so let me create some child task here. Create task, child task. I don't want to schedule. I want to execute this after test task. Okay, I want to execute this after test task. So after this test task. So let me execute this. Okay, first I need to suspend, then only I can create. Let me use alter task name, suspend. All right, now let me create this. Okay, and let me resume this as well. Okay, you need to remember. So without starting the child task, the main parent task will not get executed. So first you need to resume child task, then you need to resume the first you need to resume the child task, then only you can resume the main task. If not, child task will not get started. Remember this point. So I have highlighted few points here. What are the few points? Without resuming the child task, you cannot resume the parent task. If you resume the parent task, you cannot resume the child task. So it's a chain operation. Okay. Let me come back here. Let me go to graph. Let me refresh. You can see parents and child task. So this we call it as a DAG. Okay, like that you can create thousands of DAGs, like thousands of tasks in a DAG. Okay, so that is what it has written. Okay, both are in resume state, and you can see here the history. Whenever the job got executed, that history will get added here. Clear? Any doubts regarding this task? Chakra Gari.
No, sir, I'm good.
Okay, yeah. 1 minute. Yeah. So today we'll go with the project. Okay, so I'll explain the project. Okay, you can try on your own. I'll give some introduction about the project and everything. Okay, just try to complete by your own. I'll provide all the scripts for you. Okay, as discussed on day one, so we are going to do one project. Okay, so let me open this. Okay, this is the project we need to do. Okay, we need to put all the files. Okay, we need to create two folders in AWS. One is CRM and another one is ERP. Okay, we need to put these files in the S3 bucket. Okay, so all those things I have provided in here. In the ETL, I have provided this one project files. Okay, and the data set. Okay, go to this notes. I'm pasting in the group. Okay, as well. So download the data sets from here. So we have total 6 files. We have total 6 files in the data set. Just go to the data set. You will find the total 6 files, CRM and ERP. Okay. So just in the S3 bucket, create these folders, CRM, ERP folders, put all the 6 files in the AWS. Okay. Next. Next. Okay. So after placing here, create a storage integration object. Okay. So create file format, storage integration object. Okay. After doing that, okay, Now use copy command to load all the three files into these three tables, these three files into these three tables. Okay. Then write a procedure for copy into this bronze layer and copy into bronze to silver, copy into silver to gold. Okay. So in the real time scenario, what exactly we do? We do data loading in the bronze layer. Okay, whatever the data we are getting, right, we will do loading in the bronze layer. As here I'm following Million architecture. In the bronze layer, we need to do truncate and loading, which means in the script, I need to truncate the tables before loading the data. Okay, I need to truncate. Then by using copy command, I need to load the current data. Okay, from here, we need to load into the silver. Okay, in the silver, we do data cleaning, nothing but removing the errors, like removing the duplicates, unwanted records, all those things we need to do in the silver layer. And then we need to load the data from silver to gold layer. In the gold layer, we use a denormalization. Okay. And we implement SCD. As of now, there is no SCD type 2 here, but if you want, you can implement SCD type 2. Okay. In the gold layer, we do denormalization and star schema. We design the application using star schema. Clear? So these things need to be scheduled in the task at 11 o'clock. So here we use procedures. Okay. So as you all are from Oracle background, okay, okay, so you people are habituated with the cursor concept, but in our Snowflake, we'll not use cursors. Why? So to processing row by row, we need more compute cost, which is cost effective. That is the reason we avoid using cursors. We directly load into copy into this table from this table like that. Okay, we directly use insert into this from here. Like that will not use any cursors, for loop, if else, all those things. Because if I process row by row, it consumes more credits. That is the reason in the cloud data warehouses, we will not use a concept called cursors. Clear? Any doubts? యా క్లియర్ అని అనుకుంటున్నాను అండి. ఏదైనా డౌట్ ఉందా చక్ర గారు?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay, so coming back to the script, first go with the DDL objects. Okay, here I have given 6 plus 6, 12, 12 plus 3, 15 tables, DDL commands. Okay, then go to the branch procedure. In the branch procedure, I'm doing truncate and loading. Okay, so first I'll truncate the table. Then by using this copy into, from this stage, I'm loading into the table. Okay, next, in the silver, I do data cleaning. Okay, data cleaning means what? Removing the errors, removing the empty spaces, all those things by using function. Okay, so if you see here, I have this what we call the data mapping by using case. So I have removed the paddings by using trim, and I'm maintaining everything in a proper case. Okay, like in the upper case while storing the data. Okay, and I have used row numbers to remove the duplicates. Okay, so here I have written where rn underscore equal to 1, I want to remove unwanted data. So if I go to the files, you can see there are n number of errors in the file. Okay, you can see n number of errors in this file. If I go here, let me open customer details. In this file, I have a lot of duplicate records. You can see there are unwanted records. How to remove these unwanted records? So I'm simply writing where this ID is null. The ID is not null. So if I have written that, these unwanted records are removed. Okay. So here the values are in improper cases. So few are in small, few are in capital, like that. So I'm removing this. Okay. So if you see here we are using some special characters. Okay, by default, Snowflake will support Unicode. So no need of using any varchar like that. So in the varchar only, we can store these type of details. So like that, so here we don't have proper value. So that is the reason by using case, I'm mapping the data. What is this M male? What is this F female? Like that, I'm doing the mapping. This we call it as data cleaning. So we do data cleaning in the silver layer. And if you go to the final one, gold. In the gold, we do data modeling. Data modeling means we use fact and dimension tables. Okay, fact will have the values, nothing but the numbers, and the dimensions will have the description. So customer is a description table, right? I have a customer name, email ID, like that. All these are description. Like if you take the product table, I have the product ID, product name, product like that, product description. Okay. And then in the fact tables, we have the numbers. So if you take the sales table, we have the sale quantity, sale price, like that. So here we are doing data modeling. So if we are, so as highlighted before, we are doing the denormalization. What is denormalization? Loading data from multiple tables into a single table. That we call it as a denormalization. As we have done the denormalization, so in the gold layer, we have star schema. In the silver layer, we have snowflake schema. Remember this point. So if there is a star schema, reports, Power BI reports or Tableau reports can be easily generated. Clear? Any doubts? Okay. And in the gold layer, I will maintain only current date data. I don't require any complete business information. Complete business information will be there in the silver layer. Okay. In the gold layer, I will maintain only current date data. I don't require everything. So that is the reason I'm loading only current date data. Okay. Just try on your own. Okay. Tomorrow I'll execute it. Okay. Today, if you try on your own. అంటే ఈ రోజు మీరు ఓన్ గా ట్రై చేయండి. రేపు ఒక్కసారి నేను స్నోఫ్లేక్ నుంచి మొత్తం ఒకసారి పైప్ లైన్ బిల్ చేసి 11 o'clock కి జాబ్ షెడ్యూల్ చేస్తా. సో టుమారో విల్ కంప్లీట్ ద ప్రాజెక్ట్. ఓకే. ఎనీ డౌట్స్? ఏదైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంది? సో గుడ్, రైట్? ఎవ్రీథింగ్ గుడ్ సైడ్.
Yeah.
That's it, guys. We'll connect tomorrow.
Okay.
Pawan, we have a daylight saving completed. Is there a way that we can adjust the timings?
Sorry.
ఇక్కడ డేలైట్ సేవింగ్ ఎండ్ అయిపోయింది. సో అంటే మాకు ఆల్మోస్ట్ 10:30 క్లాస్ అవుతుంది స్టార్ట్. సో అండ్ ఫినిషింగ్ అట్
అంటే
11.
కొంచెం ఈజీగా స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం అంటారా?
యా, ఇఫ్ ఎవ్రీబడి ఈజ్ ఓకే.
కబీర్ గారు మీకు సేమ్ అండి లేదా మీకు అలా ఉండేదా?
సేమ్ నాకు లేట్ అయిపోయింది 10:30.
మీకు లేట్ అయిద్దా? మీరు ఇంకో డిఫరెంట్ టైం జోన్ లో ఉన్నారా?
నాకు కూడా 2 hours లేట్. సో 10:30 నాకు అవుతుంది.
సరే అండి, ఒక్కసారి 1 to 1 మాట్లాడదాం. చక్రే గారు, మనం 7 to 8 ఓకేనా? ఐఎస్టి ఇండియన్ టైమింగ్.
యా, 7 to 8 ఓకే.
యా, కబీర్ గారు మీకు మామూలుగా 7 to 8 కుదరదు.
ఒక 7 అంటే 9:30.
యా, మీకు ఓకే అంటే అది, లేదంటే చక్ర గారికి విడిగా మీకు విడిగా చెప్తా అండి క్లాస్.
చక్ర గారు 7 అంటే 9:30 కదా మీకు?
యా అవునండి, నేను ఈఎస్టీ టైమ్స్ అనమాట.
ఓకే, నాకు కూడా అంతే. సరే, నో ప్రాబ్లం. 9:30. ఓకే, 7 మార్నింగ్ ఐఎస్టీ ఇస్ ఫైన్. హలో ఓపెన్.
ఓకే అండి, చక్ర గారు మీకు నేను గ్రూప్ లో పింగ్ చేస్తాను అండి. ఇన్ కేస్ మీ ఇద్దరు మ్యాచ్ అవ్వకపోతే తనకి 1 hour మీకు 1 hour అలా తీసేసుకుంటాను.
అయిపోతుంది. ఒకటి 7:37కి స్టార్ట్ చేయండి మీరు. 7 అంటే 9:30 మనకి ఎదురుకి సేమ్ టైం. ఫైన్.
ఓకే అండి.
మీరు ఎక్కడ అండి చక్ర గారు?
నేను నార్త్ కరోలినా ర్యాలీలో ఉంటానండి.
ఓకే సరేలే.
మీరు సార్?
సేమ్ టైం. నేను ఇక్కడ టొరంటోలో. సరేలే, ఇది సేమ్ 7కి స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే అవుతుంది. నో ప్రాబ్లం. ఓకే.
మేబీ ఐ డోంట్ నో శివ, ఫర్ హిమ్ హి ఇస్ కంఫర్టబుల్.
శివ కూడా ఉన్నారా? ఓకే,
నాకేం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. 7 o'clock.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
రేపటి నుంచి 1.5 hour తీసుకుంటా అండి. 7 to 8:30 వరకు తీసుకుంటా.
యా, దట్ షుడ్ బి ఫైన్.
ఓకే.
యా, 1.5 hour అలా తీసుకుంటాను.
ఓకే
ఓకేనండి. సో రేపు ప్రాజెక్ట్ కాబట్టి అలా 1.5 అవర్ పడుతుంది. మిగతా క్లాసెస్ అయితే 1 అవర్ మినిమం ఉంటుంది.
ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే
యా,
Okay.
థ్యాంక్స్ అండి.
ఏ పవన్ ఇంకా ఎన్ని రోజు ఉంది పవన్?
ఇది ఇంకా అవ్వలేదండి. ఈటీఎల్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత కోర్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఉంటాయి, టైం ట్రావెల్ ఇవి. ఓకే, మీకు కావాలంటే నేను ఏం చేస్తాను అంటే రికార్డెడ్ వీడియోస్ యాక్సెస్ ఇస్తాను, ప్రీవియస్ క్లాస్వి. ఒక్కసారి ఆ టాపిక్స్ అన్ని గో త్రూ అవ్వండి.
లేదు. ఓకే, ఇంకా మళ్ళీ లైక్ మన టైం మన క్లాస్
ఇంకొక
ప్రిపేర్
15 డేస్ పడుతుందండి, 15 to 20 days పడుతుంది. అంటే అంత పట్టదు కానీ 15 days లో అయిపోతుందండి.
3 months
యా, ఇక్కడ నుంచి బ్రేక్ తీసుకోలేండి, కొంచెం పర్సనల్ ఇష్యూస్ వల్ల అటు ఇటు అయింది. సో మా అయితే ఒకే ఒక సెలవు ఉంటుంది, నేను తీసుకునేది.
సరేలేదు నా ప్రాబ్లం లేదు.
కంటిన్యూ చేసేద్దాం.
కొంచెం అయితే
Yeah.
ఇంకా వేరే ఏదో ప్లాన్ ఉంది.
యా, 15 days లో అయిపోతుందండి క్లాస్.
ఓకే ఓకే సరేలే నో ప్రాబ్లం.
థ్యాంక్స్ అండి.
బాయ్.
శివ, నేను నీకు కాల్ చేస్తా. హలో శివ,
భయ్యా
నేను నీకు కాల్ చేస్తాలే ఒకసారి.
హలో.
ఆ,
అదే ఒకసారి
నేను చేస్తాను.
ఓకే.